Oh my God, there we are. We are live. Live. Frank's
What's
over here
going on,
distracting me.
guys? We are live.
Hello, friends.
Hi. Finger guns.
Yeah,
Finger bangs for everybody.
Just start doing everybody start doing everybody else's intros. I don't even watch that many lives to know everybody's intros.
Do it.
There was that was it like 3 years ago Grim did one where he recorded it and left it in the video and he just couldn't get that slap right. He ended up doing like 5 times. It's hilarious.
If you're Grim Green, what I'll do is I'll just record myself. And then
You gotta have more
cut
bass in that.
Jump that.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So
What's
it is
going on,
Wednesday. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We'd like to thank all 13 of you watching right now. Seriously appreciate it. We were just sitting here.
Now we're
going,
12
"Holy
because
shit."
you said that.
Now we're 12 because I said something. Either way, we were just saying, holy crap, we actually have people waiting for our dumbasses to come up here. So we appreciate you guys.
For a change.
Welcome to Wednesday. It is Wolfbite Day here on my channel. Then later on, seriously, go check out Rescued Reviews. They're going to have Deep Cuts, Mr. Deep Cuts, Eric Vinyl and Vapor on their show. And seriously, Eric is an awesome dude. I miss Eric. And if you've ever met him in person and hung out with him, you'll know what I mean. Because he is an awesome soul. Yes, I met Vinny. Was it Vinny Land Vapor?
Vinny Land Vapor.
I love that his actual Instagram says Eric Vinyl and Vapor, not Vinny. It's like the best thing ever. Oh yeah. All right, so yeah, here we are. Let's just jump into this buffet time.
Shut up, Lopez.
Wow. That's not nice.
He might not have a haircut, Lopez, but at least he combed it this time. It's not a complete disaster.
At least it doesn't look like he combed it with a pork chop today.
Pork chop.
With
Pork chop, kid.
With a pork
chop, kid. You and Mitch. Mitch, and
Hey,
Swaggins is from Boston.
Want some
so
pork
he
chop,
can't make
kid.
fun of my accent. But Mitch would be like, "What up, you cocksucker? What's going on there, kid?"
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I've never been to a Dropkick Murphy show, but I've listened to a couple of their lives. It's hilarious hearing their singer talk. Because the dude's...
Hashtag Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
I love how you just jump on bandwagons. He
I will
was
say-
Vikings way before the Chiefs were anything, and then now he's like, Chiefs Kingdom, baby!
It's because they beat the 49ers. 49ers losing is always a good day.
Hashtag haircut kingdom.
Well, at least I only have like 2 teams, man. The one that I like and the one who's winning. So either way, all right.
What if the Patriots are winning?
They suck balls. So hopefully Tom Brady goes to the Raiders, baby. So yeah.
He's going to the Chargers, baby.
Is he really?
I don't know where he's going.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not Patriots.
I don't care. He gave us 6 rings and a lot of stuff. So, are you drinking hot cocoa?
He gave you 6 blowjobs, and that's fine with you. Buffets.
Whoa.
Tuna, what's on your list?
I don't want to go first.
I say you go first. Pound said you go first.
I thought Clown was the host.
Yeah, go first, Tuna. You got this, bro. You got
There you
this.
go.
Show off that nunu.
Oh, I'm gonna show off my nunu. I'm part of the life now. I'm part of the life now.
Part of that life. The
have
skater life.
Finally.
Bam! With this is the Odium, right? That's like the original name for it.
Yeah, or Unicorn RDA 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the vert, and it hits like a truck.
Like a Mack truck.
I can't speak. He muted me.
What?
You're not muted. I can hear you.
You're not muted.
Oh yeah, now I'm muted. You are muted by the host. Are you drunk? Jesus Christ. Again.
Where does it say that you're muted, dude?
Every time Frank mutes me, it says on my screen, you are muted by the host. You are muted by the host. You are unmuted by the host. Stop it. Jesus. my Titan box with
Swear
my
to God.
Apocalypse. It's like a kindergarten group in this bitch. My Tid mod with my Kylan 2. And the juice, I have Savage Patch. Boop. And I have Divine. And in this, I don't know where my bottle of juice is. I think it's your juice. It's the
Nice. Nice.
Go
All right,
ahead,
how
Tom.
about you? How about you, Frank? Frank.
You know it, Lopez. Vert with a dang, baby. And that I have, since we're powered by Rescued, Vengeance.
Ooh, there
Yeah,
you go.
thank you for sponsoring us again. Powered by Rescued Reviews. Again, it's 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, I think. In their Rescued Reviews channel, they have Vinny Land Vapor. Also, I have the Tenacious Unicorn.
You got your
And-
tenacious unicorn?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have Lemon Drop Rainbow Lemonade in that. And I also have my Warlock's Hammer, since it's Warlock's Hammer Tuesday, man. And
It's
and
Wednesday,
that-
buddy. You're not in Narnia.
in that I have
Not only is he like 2 and 3 hours behind us, he's a full day apparently.
in that I have the Ardent SE. And then for pods, I have the Mullet. In that I have no minor salts, of course. And last but not the least, of course, the dot mod AIOSE, baby. And
Nice.
then I have Nick Salted Melon Trio. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, as
Vaping
Frank put
and
it,
advocacy.
it's Warlock Wednesday, apparently not Warlock Tuesday. I got my Guardian going with the Axial Pro. This thing is a beast, not gonna lie. That whole series deck thing is ridiculous. I have like some fat triple core fused Claptons in there, and they are still ohming out like at a 0.21. And yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know what.
When are you going to
fucking-
make aliens, man?
when I can get the hang of it. Like after this, I am gonna try again. I am inspired over here. All right. Yeah, the juice I have in there is Rectum Balls. I don't have the bottle on me, but yeah, really good stuff either way. And then next I have the BTD. God, you still have that bottle, dude?
Hell yeah, dude. Super duper steep, baby.
Like, how ridiculous does that taste at this
1
point?
year steep, dude.
Yeah, that is a 1 year steep. I got the Typhon BTD Topside Dual. Inside of that, I got some of that Benthol. Yep. Go pick you some up. And then lastly, I'm going to end it with the Squeeve Citadel. And then that I got some of that Tropica. Digging that shit right there. All right. So, yeah, this is what, Frank tried to rudely do. News and advocacy.
Ta-ta-ta-ta.
Alrighty, so news and advocacy. You guys have some articles for us over here. What's up?
So first and foremost, let's welcome chat. So we have Kelly Stewart, Chris Storm, aka Tuna, Chris Earl, and we also have Erwin Kopecki, Shadow Link, Vapor Tolmac, Hey Allen, Vapor Swaggins, DC Rackley in the house, yo, Chris Lopez, and we have Lando Dave, Side Tech, and yeah, that's all I could see as of the moment. Josh Rhodes, what's up, Birdie? Sorry about that. But yeah. 808, Kevin K. Aloha. So, yeah. Anyway.
Well,
news
for
and advocacy.
Lopez, he said, what was the last? The Squeeve, whatever this thing is called, and the Citadel. Squeevo, there you go. Squeebo. Squeebo.
Okay. What's in the news? So, I mean, there's a lot of news and advocacy kind of like hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
But like, again, as we've said in the vlog, not we, but like, sorry, you said in the vlog, like, Joe, man. So, in Canada, here's what they say. Joe will stop selling flavored vapes in Canada. Here's why that matters. So, they have mango, vanilla, fruit, cucumber. What do we all do have? Or what do this all things have in common? Basically, they're all flavored vape pods that Juul
Mm-hmm.
Labs
Mm-hmm.
soon won't
Mm-hmm.
sell in Canada anymore. So, Juul Labs, a world leader of or an e-cigarette industry, announced earlier this month that it will stop selling flavored tobacco products across the country. So tobacco and mint flavors are the only exceptions. The company said they won't pull away the flavored pods from the store shelves, but won't be restocking them once they've sold out. So what are flavored pods? Essentially, flavored pods, as we know, are used by Juul's e-cigarettes, commonly known as vapes, and e-cigarettes contain liquid nicotine, which is the same chemical found in traditional cigarettes. Because nicotine is addictive, vaping can be hard to quit. An ironic twist, considering e-cigarettes are advertised as a way to kick smoking habit. And in Canada, it's illegal to sell or give e-cigarettes to anyone under the age or of 18 or 19, depending on where you live. But certain flavors known to very popular young people can make the idea of vaping very attractive. So, especially the mango flavor. An 18-year-old, they say, Emma McCloskey, told CBC Kids News that she never picked up the habit, but plenty of people in her high school kids were vaping in the classrooms on school property, and there were suspensions involved. So this is why Emma and her classmate decided to make a documentary to shed light on vaping effects. So yeah, there's that, and then also small vape shops because of this wide vape bans are actually crumbling for survival. So Chris McGarth, okay, Chris McGarth, who's the owner of Octopus Inc. Vape Shop in Harrison, says that they don't plan to give up his dream of helping people quit cigarettes by vaping. But the Harrison Vape Shop owner is worried that mounting challenges confronting his industry, particularly particularly rather, it's small players that could push his and hundreds of other small vape shops and manufacturer out of business. So small business like mine, we're going to be dying breed, he said, who opened Octopus Inc. Vaping rather on Freeport Road 4 years ago, and last year, McGrath rather added a second store in Plum and expanded to 8 employees. Starting this summer, the stringent and costly and technologically cosmically brain dead Food and Drug Administration regulations are set to go into effect that could put nearly all but deep pocketed vaping juice, quote unquote, manufacturers out of business. And they'll get rid of store shelves of nearly anything but nationally distributed products. So local places that make their own juices, there's no way on God's green earth they say they could ever possibly meet the standards of FDA that's imposing. And the looming federal charges following several years of disruption to a recent and to the recently burgeoning, yeah,
Burgeoning.
burgeoning industry as thousands of small business owners nationally grapple with the impact of anti-vaping policies, emergency bans, and public health alerts. And then just lastly, so this one it says that as Congress considers vape ban, it also considers the public health benefits of e-cigarettes. So this was said that today rather, chief executives of the nation's e-cigarette companies will be called before the House Committee on Earth and Commerce to answer for the impact of their products are having on public health. In principle, such hearing presents valuable opportunity for e-cigarette companies and leaders to share potential public harm reduction and benefits of their products as well as what they're doing to prevent their use by minors. Unfortunately, congressional hearing too often descend into grandstanding, and the temptation to slam rapacious corporations for preying on American youth may be easier than acknowledging the tremendous public health benefits of switching smokers away from traditional cigarettes. Lastly, it also says that e-cigarettes and the entire concept of risk reduction tobacco products is one of the contentious aspects of public health. Advocates of or advocates for safer alternatives to cigarettes argue that e-cigarettes could save millions of lives and make progress where previous tobacco control strategies have failed. So yeah, there's that. What's up, daytime Frank, Lethal Coils, and Addy Tooney? What's up, man? So basically, to summarize, yeah, like all these vape bans are also affecting your small vape businesses, specifically your vape shops, and not just that, but also it also hurt not just our cost of vaping, but it also calls for an action on our end to remember, like Congress is still actually open for hearings, and that is the good part, right? That you see a lot of congressmen who's not slamming down vaping and who's not slamming down the fact that this is actually harm reduction, and they're starting to acknowledge it. And since apparently we're making noise, whether in a good way or in a bad way, did like this is the time where we should go not just advocate but actually educate everyone who's in our circle, whether you are in a vape shop, whether you are actually just in your home and your neighbor that you see started smoking, you could start a conversation with them, or you could just say like to somebody who's actually curious about vaping, like your vaping story, and they cannot, you know, they they actually cannot say that your story's false because it's a personal story of your own. So this implies that we are making such noise in the community, so why not push forward to it? So what about you, Tuna?
What? I didn't hear you. You cut out.
Uh, that, that,
What?
He wanted your opinion on what he just read, basically.
what's your opinion, Clown?
I would like to know this student film, I guess, as it were, on the effects of vaping and see how, from at least my stance, wildly uninformed it is. It's one of those sad things we're seeing is that they keep talking about how we're trying to attract the children and yada yada yada, but what the fuck are they doing? They're shoving a bunch of kids, feeding them what to say, and then having them stand in front of adults saying how they're being harmed by these products. They're playing the same game they think we're playing, and to me that is complete and utter bullshit. And it just kind of seems to be about the most like asinine thing. It's just I don't even know what to say to that. But what you were saying about shops and all that, on Monday we had Oscar from OJ Mods, and it doesn't only affect shops because shops are shutting down and it affects that, but even like in a national level. I mean, when that whole outbreak of like vaping illnesses and stuff happened, what happened after that? Like internationally, countries started putting bans, like they were just ready for something to break so they could fucking do something about it. So a lot of the stuff that we do here in the States, like it shows how much influence we have internationally, that other countries are willing to jump the gun even harder than we are just because the US is already looking at something. So, you know, a lot of like, we do need to keep fighting. We need to like be more vigilant. And, you know, like Frank said, even though we're making some noise, it seems like something's getting through, but we need to be louder. We need to be more informed, more available to them in the sense of letting them know where our stance is, where we're coming from. Like, and like, it's one of those weird things of, I hate how here in the States, we really can't be as abrasive as we need to be, just because at that point nobody really cares to hear you out. People just look at you like you're just some loudmouth, know nothing. They even have that whole idea of you're a Neanderthal, but at the same time, it's like, how the fuck is a point that's supposed to get across? Because I mean, you see how like a lot of arguments always fall down to who is the loudest, and sometimes it backfires, sometimes it works. I don't know. What do you think, Lethal Coils?
I think you're right. Sometimes it backfires and sometimes it doesn't. We need to keep fighting, obviously. We've been seeing some positive stuff up here towards my neck of the woods, at least one pretty good thing. New Hampshire, I don't know if you guys knew about the bills that were being passed through there. There was supposed to be a full flavor ban and a temporary sales ban on all products. Well, the temporary sales ban is dead in the water. No, then it's not going to go through. And then the flavor ban, actually, they added an exemption to vape shops in that one. So vape shops will still be able to carry flavored liquids where Walmart's, CVS, gas stations, Walgreens, places like that won't be able to carry anything.
Pretty much as it should be.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, like I've said it before, I was kind of an advocate about at least convenience store selling them, because that one guy happens to see a pod or whatever, they'll pick it up and maybe they'll find vaping through that. But with seeing the carelessness that shop clerks have, because honestly, like at gas stations, people are in a rush. People don't care to get lectured or even be carded. So, and they want you in and out as fast as possible. They don't want you there longer than you have to be. So, I mean, they just don't check IDs, and that's where like a lot of these issues are coming from, is that availability in places that aren't willing to regulate. And I mean, at least most shops here in my area, I can speak of that because it's my area. Most shops do card if you're a new customer or if you're somebody that they've never seen before in their shop. There are some bad apples around here, and they've gotten fined up the wazoo, and they honestly need to go to hell and get the fuck out.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's honestly, it's one of those things. I'm not the biggest fan of making concessions, because I do believe that if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. But with that being said, regulation within reason is a reality. And I mean, like,
well, that's what we've always cried for, isn't it? Like, not no regulation, but fair regulation.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and not just that, but like, just imagine, like, okay, you're in the liquor shop, right? Let's say you look like under 25 or under 30. They still card you. Right?
And I mean, that I could, even when you walk into one of those places, it says on there, if you look under 35, you will be carded.
Yeah. And
around here, it's under 40.
Yeah, and just imagine like how much like regulations are actually like imposed to like those ones, to like liquor shops and then cigar stores, where you just like specifically like ID people. Again, like I tweeted this to like Donald Trump and Mitt Romney. Dude, like, just imagine how much cheap it would be to just implement an ID system, right? It's even like easier to like just leave it to the vape shops, let them ID people, and then it's gone. Like, that's how
they've got scanners at the shop up the way from me.
Yeah, and that's how like actual vape shops work, where in fact, and I'm not saying that it's okay for them to not be in the convenience stores, where sometimes in my mind I actually have like a thing where you get those, at least those accessible pods, where in the convenience stores, at least, even if you limit it to like tobacco and mint or menthol, then people will actually be curious about them, and some people would, actually grab them and help them better off their lives. At least that's harm reduction. But the flavors themselves, I believe we should limit it to like the vape shops. Like, there's no possible way, or there's no rationale regarding that.
Well, that's an example of fair regulation.
Like,
You
that's
know?
just like what we're looking for. It's that simple.
Mhm.
Whereas you implement a ban, right? You implement this ban, and then it's like shops would be closed, your small businesses would be closed, the micro businesses would be down. What's next after that? Those ones who'd actually be okay. Like, and I don't know if you know about this, but there are a lot of shops, or some shops rather, who are not just giving to the banks, but it it directly ties with the economy of that specific county and state, because those shops actually goes to the banks, either for loaning, financing, or either keeping their money, like those ones. So that's some interaction too in regards to other banks. Now, in regards to other people, like let's say customers, or let's say have like foundations.
You've lost me.
Like, think about this way. Like, there are a lot of things, whereas when a small shop closes, it also affects the economy of the whole state. So that being said, like, I don't know why they want to implement this bans just to like ban
Because
them.
they don't look at it that way at any point. Like, I mean, okay,
Unemployment rates go up.
yeah, but I mean, okay, when they were doing that meeting with the vape industry, where like Mitt Romney and Trump were sitting there, Mitt Romney literally said, "How many shops are there in the country? Maybe 10,000. They have like 3,000. Like, they only have like 3 employees per shop. That's 30,000 jobs lost. So what?" He did
He
not
was a
give.
dick that day.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
not give a flying fuck. I mean, and
No.
that's really the overall thing, is they don't care. They
Yeah, and he
they
said,
look
"So
at it
what?"
as they look at it as this is something that's infringing on something else, and they're not vocal about it, but we all know.
Well,
I mean,
it looked like Trump to me that day at that meeting. It looked to me like Trump was actually taking it all in and genuinely was paying attention to all of the facets of what was going on, not just the negatives.
yeah, no, yeah, for sure. It's not like, and I mean, okay, like if you watch any of the hearings and stuff like that, anytime anybody pro vaping comes up to talk, everybody does this.
Yep.
They start playing on their phones. They start looking around. They start telling jokes to each other because they don't fucking care.
They don't give a shit.
He doesn't. Yeah, Advocacy said it too. They don't give a fuck about all this minimum wage people and workers. Like, dude, this minimum wage earners are actually working not just for for the vaping industry, but also they have families. Not just they have families, but like, how much small businesses are there compared to all your big companies? Right? There are much more micro and small businesses and enterprises out there, and now you're giving up on them. It's like, okay, I don't give a fuck about my economy. I don't give a flying fuck about my country. So there's that. Like, what's their
confuses me
rationale
is
regarding it?
that Trump has always been about small businesses.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been of interest of small businesses. You know, he's always been super supportive. But now he's killing small businesses, not helping them.
Well, and I mean, okay, that's one point that, like, I feel it's a common misconception that needs to be disproven just all around, is that most people think the vape industry is big tobacco. Yes, big tobacco does own some companies within the vape industry, but they're not the majority. What, about 90% of vape companies out there are mom and pop operations with like maybe 10 employees at best.
Right.
You know, and I'm talking like liquid manufacturers. You're talking, modders. You're talking design groups, whatever. It's all mom and pop shit. It's just
Yeah.
people that saw this product and decided, hey, I can do something with this. You got coil builders. They're just dudes trying to make a little extra cash for something that they do.
Right.
I mean, you Lethal, you and me are like on that boat of, we started making coils for ourselves. A couple of friends started asking us about them, and then eventually you're like, maybe I could make a couple extra bucks just to pay some bills.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Totally.
But I don't know. It's a very sordid state of affairs. That's all I can really say.
But I get another foot in the door in advocacy, hopefully this Sunday, because I find out if I've got a job at a vape shop.
Nice.
Yeah,
buddy.
Nice. Hopefully you get it, man.
Hopefully. It'd be really cool.
Dude, like specifically, okay, and we'll also talk about it in the vape lounge, which would happen around 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, which would be like why we both want to work in a vape shop, basically. And I'm also applying
both
to
of us.
the vape
Why
shop.
does anyone want to work at a vape shop?
Why does anyone want to work in a vape shop? Yeah, and that being said, it's like we'll reserve it for later, but just a gist of it is I'm also applying in the vape shop, and hopefully like they'll get back to me soon. I don't know yet what's happening, but yeah, hopefully they'll get back to me soon. And then that in regards to, okay, like we as vapors, we also have like our lives. We also have our own jobs, and we want to keep our vaping to ourselves, and we also want. I mean, it sounds selfish, but we want to keep vaping alive not just for ourselves but also for other people. So, hopefully that plans out really well, and yeah, we'll get to see a Lethal Coils and a Frank Wolf in a vape shop.
Hell, I could even go live from the vape shop. Oh, damn. Imagine that.
What you need to do is do what Nick did and just say, hey, can I make a studio in the back room? And then just go bonkers on it when they're not paying attention.
True. Or I could
That's
just do
what I
it from
wanted
the
to do.
lounge. I could just do it from the lounge there, because they've got a nice little vape lounge all set up and everything.
Are you going to get a motorcycle?
Ooh, I should.
You should.
I totally should. I could see me riding to work on a Harley.
There you go. That's what's up. All right.
Absolutely. With a nice long beard this time, though.
Yeah, grow out the rest of that
This
beard,
baby
man.
thing. Not this baby thing. But, well, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, dude.
So
thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
hell yeah. So that being said, we'll go to our main topic, which is
Yeah, let's hit that main topic.
Dude, honestly, like it's actually hard to like do a main topic sometimes because there's a lot of things we could talk about, but there's also a lot of things that we've already talked about, which I would probably like go back to. But we just want to go back to a couple of things where people get to know us, and that as well as this is a fun time to do it. So, mantelgens.com, right, has 122 random questions to ask fun and unexpected questions.
We're not doing all 122.
We're not doing all 122, by the
We're
way.
getting through what we can get. But yeah, you're the ringleader of this whole game right now.
So, yeah, we have a small, tiny little game called 122 Questions, which starts now.
Oh, the bell is back.
Yes, the bell is that. Okay. First question. If you had to work but didn't need the money, what would you choose to do?
If I had to work but didn't need the money, what would I choose to do?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd still follow music because that's where I'm at. That's where my mind's at, dude. I want to work for a big studio and just fucking record and edit music all fucking day.
Same. Like, I honestly like I wanted like a home studio kind of thing, work from home.
Oh,
And
dude, if I could have like a big enough house where I have a backyard and I can create a studio in the backyard, so it's not attached to the house, but it's somewhere I like have my workspace in, that would be amazing.
yeah, and I would do that personally. If I don't live in an apartment, I would build my own thing. So, like, that would be like an awesome way to do it. Adituni said Habitat for Humanity. Dude, I would also do that. Like, kind of like a foundation care kind of thing. And I would love to, like, because my sister used to work to a program where they were actually reaching out to education, to an educational standpoint of educating those ones in the rural areas, which I kind of wanted to do. So there's that. So yeah, how about you? Like, you feel coils? If you
Well,
have,
at this stage, I'm in that position. Well, no, I do need the money, but I'm not supposed to work, but I have to work because we need the money. Um, but honestly, I think like a long time ago, I wanted to be in the IT industry. I wanted to be a computer guy. But nowadays it's completely changed. I think that a vape shop is really where I want to be. For me personally.
Would you want to run the shop or like own the shop or just be an employee?
Owner operator would be really, really cool.
You get to set the standards for the shop.
Exactly. You get to make the rules.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't be in it for the money. I mean, that's why if I had to work but didn't need the money, I'd owner operate it. It would give me more access to more vapors, be able to share stories and educate newer vapors, spread positive knowledge about, vaping, and especially, these days where there's so much negativity surrounding it. I think it would give me a lot more access to the public and to products to be able to see the products. Whereas, I was doing reviews for a while. I've kind of run out of products to talk about. So, being able to see the newer products, look at them, feel them, see how they're made, and, just get a feel for them. I think that would help me out as far as my experience with products.
Yep. What's up, Vaping Joam, by the way?
Hey,
And
Vaping Joe.
Letho, I want to ask you this question as a reviewer, mostly based on what you just said.
I didn't do it.
Have you ever hit that point of like just like either it just becomes a little too standard for you, or just looking at most things, like you get to that weird point where it's just not wowing you as much as it used to?
Yes.
Like,
And that's when you really got to stick it out. And that's where
I'm hitting that point hard.
I hit that point a while ago, and it's been quite some time since I've done a review, but I need to get back into it.
I have videos that I've recorded, and even then, like, there are some where I just feel like watching it, editing it, I'm like, dude, I phoned this in so hard. I don't know if anybody out there can tell, but there are some where you can tell I just didn't even care to do it. I was just like, okay, it's a thing. Look, it's like I will say, Axial Pro, I am impressed, and I'm excited.
The recording. The recording I like. It's the editing that gets me.
Yeah, I like the editing, dude. To me, that's like my wheelhouse. I am that behind the scenes guy. I like to do things without even being asked. I'll just start working on
recording,
projects.
You do the editing.
dude,
That'd be interesting.
Honestly,
I'll do like a remix of all of like Lethal's things and stuff and just post that.
That'd be so cool.
Dude, if I were like to do that, if I have the skill for like graphic designs and everything, I would do that. Like in a heartbeat. Like, yo, you want me to like edit videos for you? Like just record them and then I'll edit it for you, and then like kind of like a home studio kind of thing, but not kind of like a home studio where they actually like give you not just royalties, but like actually get you paid for how much you edit. Like I would do that in a heartbeat. Like supporting streamers and being able to like stream as well, that would be good. So like other than that, yeah, like eh, if I had to work and didn't need the money, maybe in that sense, like video editing and streaming per se, I would do that. But yeah, other than that, I don't know, man.
Daytime Frank, a little bit on your comment, dude. I get what you're saying. Honestly, maybe just reviewing wasn't your niche and doing live mixing was, man. Honestly, it's one of those things like I would love to do more mixing and things like that. It's just more, I really have a very limited amount of mixing gear and I really need to get off my ass and buy more stuff so I could start doing like the Let's Talk DIY stuff again. Cause I do miss DIYing so much.
Yeah.
I just haven't given myself time for that. Like I've been wanting to like relearn the good.
Quick shout out to my boy Dean, the Devil Vapors.
Oh shit! What's up, the Devil Vapor?
Dino.
Hopefully you guys get to start doing your show again. I miss the UK vape show.
I know.
Yeah, and
that was always a good time.
It is always a good time. And yeah, like Daytime Frank also said, I want to be a teacher if I didn't need the money. And teachers don't make shit. Yeah, like, dude, I would also do that. Next, any random ones. What's the wildest thing you've ever done in a hotel room?
Nothing. I haven't done anything wild in a hotel room, but I do have a story of a friend of mine doing something wild in a hotel room. Actually, two. One I shouldn't probably tell, but the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I know stories of Corey at hotel rooms. Those get funny.
A buddy of mine had to get flown out to a different state for training for work.
Okay.
And they put him up in a hotel room with his boss. And he's got this weird thing he does when he checks out of hotel rooms. He takes his sheets and his blankets and he rolls them up into like a body shape, like wrapped up in sheets, and leaves it on the bed for the maid to come in and find and freak out. However, that's not the weirdest thing. His boss apparently upper decked the toilet in the hotel room.
Wait, what?
He upper decked the toilet in the hotel room. If you don't know what upper decking is, he took a dump in the tank of the toilet.
Yep.
In that upper tank.
Frank, how are you this old and don't know what double decker what a double decker is? Upper decker.
I was raised as a pure kid. I'm so innocent that I don't know this shit.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done anything in a hotel room. I think like the most I can say is I got to watch Nick Garrity walk around without a shirt. That's like the wildest thing I've done in a hotel room because I got to hang out with them at Mohegan Sun, but that was about it. I'm a very vanilla person.
Next question. Would you rather live permanently in a roller coaster park or in a zoo?
In a roller coaster park or a zoo? What if it's both?
Roller coaster park.
Yeah.
Same. Roller coaster
No living things that can kill you at a roller coaster park.
Oh, okay. Okay, Letho, you remember that roller coaster game I was doing on Twitch a while back?
Yeah.
They have a zoo version of it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right. I just got a new game today on Epic Games Launcher.
Yeah.
I got Farming Simulator 2019.
Wait, what?
Exactly, Double Vapor. I said, what about a zoo that has roller coasters? But nobody wanted to hear that answer.
Little already lives in a zoo.
I do, too. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know. Kelly, would you guys say you live in a zoo? Because I know you guys keep all sorts of stuff.
I already live in a zoo, so maybe like a roller coaster park would be better.
Right.
It's, in a way, roller coaster parks are actually like I don't know. There's a
teacups.
zebras on the teeth.
I love that.
I do live in a zoo.
Oh, there's a mouse. Is it a
Rat.
mouse?
It's a rat. Mice are smaller.
Yep, much smaller.
Same thing.
Hello.
Size doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it does.
Yeah, it does. Size
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah, like that's what she said. But yeah, like, dude, I would actually be fond of like living in a zoo as long as I'm friends with the animals. Like, I would do that.
Kelly's right too.
Their heads are different.
Yeah.
That's what she said. But yeah,
Oh, that one was good. Oh, Frank.
would you rather have permanently clogged nose or a piece of green food always stuck in your teeth?
Wait, what was the first half?
Would you rather have a permanently clogged nose or a piece of green food always stuck in your teeth?
Well, I live in constant allergies because I grew up in LA in the middle of smog. And now I live in Texas where there's nothing but nature. So I already live in permanent clogged nose. How about you guys?
Neither.
Neither.
Neither of those is appealing to me.
You have to pick one.
Oh, I hate clogged noses, but I hate shit in my teeth.
I also don't like those ones. But if I have to choose one, I would have a piece of green food always stuck in my teeth. Just floss them out. At least I could,
But it's permanent.
No, it's just always stuck.
It's just always stuck.
So you just have to like permanently like always
Just walk around with floss in your hand all day?
Yeah. At least I don't have. At least I can still smell stuff, right? I don't know,
One
man.
side of your nose.
I don't know. That's just me, but
What
I'd be able
happens
to
if
do
you
that.
get that other side blocked up? You can't even breathe.
yeah,
I don't know.
That's exactly
Green
why.
food is like less of a fun story to tell, though, Lando.
Yeah.
green
Thank you
food
very
over-
much, Kelly. I appreciate that. I love him. This is Booker.
Hooker.
Booker, not Hooker. That's a B, not an H.
Okay, Booker.
What kind of rats are you raising there?
Hey, Dingleberry.
No, the better question is, what do you feed them?
Oh, Lando.
Next question,
Next.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes, next question.
If your food is bad at a restaurant, would you speak to Karen, or would you say something?
That was a very confusing question.
If your food is bad at a restaurant, would you say something?
Would I say something?
W-
Just
would you
depends on
speak to
how
Karen?
bad. Would I speak to Karen? Would I speak as Karen? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, would you be Karen?
Would you be a Karen? I don't know. I really rarely ever have complaints at restaurants, so I don't know.
Sometimes I just let things go. Like specifically, if it's not a good food, like I would adjust. So recently, like I ate in a restaurant, and no offense, but like the food wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad at all. It's just like I couldn't taste anything. Right? So what I did was I asked for hot sauce and chili flakes at least. So it was a carbonara pasta, and then I had hot sauce and chili flakes on it, just so that it has a little bit of taste. But sometimes, yeah, Shadow Link Vapor said I'd be like 20% Karen, more so let the restaurant know there would be an issue, but I wouldn't ask anything. I just wouldn't eat it. I'll honestly like I'll take it home too. Like maybe someone at my place would love it, but yeah.
Like,
Dude.
okay, okay, like honestly, just like I rarely really have any issues with the cooking or this or that. The only issues I've ever had is like a portion of my meal, or if I buy like something for everybody, maybe a couple of things are missing, and I've actually gone back and been like, hey, this wasn't in my order, and usually they're pretty cool about it. I've never had an issue on that point.
Josh Rhodes, depends on the price. Yeah, like
Yeah, for
if
sure.
it was like free, or if
It's
it
always
was
a good price.
free is always a good price, right? Like if
It's a good
it
rice.
was my money, I don't know,
Rice.
but it's like a big factor if, let's say, for example, you had a $25 meal, and it's like, I don't know, like, yeah, if your meal is, let's say, Kelly, like totally either tasteless, or like they screwed something up. Like if it's just like missing something, like I would let it go. But like other than that, if it's like totally screwed, I would talk to Karen. Depends. Like
Yeah, Lando doesn't like salads.
Nope, apparently not.
As Homer and Bart once put it, you don't make friends with salad.
That's true. You don't make friends with salad.
All right, next question, Frank. I think this will be
What?
the last question.
I have one that's on that list.
okay.
If you could wedgie any historical figure, who would you pick?
Hitler,
Hitler?
just in the middle of the biggest speech of his life.
It's absolutely amazing that you said that, because underneath the question it has little things. And
Uh-huh.
the one that's in that one says the mental image of Hitler with a wedgie is enough to justify this question.
I haven't even like gone that far down. I've been looking through the questions, but I didn't see that one. I got that
Honestly,
far
like,
over.
I personally would think that George W. Bush.
But it's got to be George Bush Jr.
Junior, sorry.
Oh yeah, that's W.
W.
Yeah. Well, okay, Lando, I get the whole fuck Amish part. But you didn't specify, and there are a lot of kind of salads. There's macaroni salad. You know. There's different types of salad. Not all of them involve greens.
Addy
Tuna. I won't confirm nor deny, but yeah, that was what was on my mind.
I mean, if we're getting like that, the Cheeto would be the Cheeto and Hillary at the same time during the presidential debates of 2016. That would have been amazing.
I don't know what. Can I pick a current one?
Yeah, as long as they're historic.
Who was the person that invented prohibition? Because that's the person I would wedgie.
Sadly, some lady in New York in the 1920s. I don't know.
I actually want to see
Wearing a
Dick
G-string,
Durbin.
I want that shit to hurt.
I want to do Dick Durbin a favor and wedge him sometimes.
There
But
you go.
Seriously though,
he's not historical.
maybe
Yep.
Charlie Baker.
Maybe
Charlie
Charlie Baker.
Who's
Gretchen
the
Whitmer.
who's the dude from New York? Can't remember his
Cuomo.
name. Yeah, Cuomo. Like all of them, just like if we could. Okay, like if we got Dwayne to do it, one after the other, just going down the line. Because, you know, Dwayne with that monster strength, I think it'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
Lando, who are you calling Jose?
Jose.
All right, so that was Wolfbite Live. We lost Tuna somewhere in the progress of all this.
No, it's vlog.
This isn't a vlog though.
2.
It's oh, did I? No, this thing didn't. You
It is
gotta be
vlog
kidding.
season 2, episode 26.
You gotta be kidding me because I had changed it. All right,
No,
whatever.
It says that.
I will have
This
to
is
change
vlog
it in
season
post.
2, episode 26.
I will have to change it later.
Jerry, hey, what's going on, bro?
Nice. How's it going? So yeah, you guys, Lethal, since you are our guest, you get to promote yourself and all that fun stuff. Go rock it.
Vape Lounge later on Lethal Coil's channel. So it's me, Lethal Coils, and maybe we'll have a guest somewhere. But yeah, we'll talk about why we want to be employed in a vape shop. And why does anyone want to work in a vape shop? Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
And
how
then
to
Frank
cope with mental
Wolfbite.
illness and try and deal in public.
Yep. And yeah, Frank Wolfbite on Instagram and Twitter, as well as the page, which is Frank and Clown currently. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's for me right now.
Awesome. All right. So tomorrow the vlog here again. I think I'm gonna do it at 4:00. I'm kind of trying to figure out what's a good like time slot, honestly. And then from there, hopefully I can edit some videos and all that, and just be on the lookout, see what I got going on. See you guys here next week, same time as always, and all that. And yeah, thank you for joining us. We had a great time. Thank you, Lethal
Patreon.
Coils, for joining us. Oh yeah, Patreon. If you guys want to go help me out, grow the channel and all that, check out Patreon. And I might be starting a new project here soon. Be on the lookout for that. Not giving out too many details, but yeah, very excited. What else? Yeah, that would be it. So thank you guys, and as always, vape on, legends.